Last time on G&T Sailing, we explored the food culture in Puerto Vallarta and had some sporty sailing around Punta de Mita. In this episode, we find ourselves back on the cruise getting ready to sail across Banderas Bay to Yelapa.
Welcome to G&T Sailing. If you're new here, I'm Gretchen and this is Tim. Together aboard Felicita, our Catalina 42, we're exploring this beautiful marble we call home. You'll find us this season sailing further south along Mexico's Pacific coast and deeper into the Sea of Cortez. We don't care where we go, we just care that we go, and we're glad you're coming along for the ride.
Mexico is Sexico!
So today we hope is an exciting day. We are going to an anchorage called Yelapa, and it is on the other side of Banderas Bay. And it's a little tricky because we've heard it's really rolly in there because it's exposed to all the northwest wind and swell. And so we've been advised to just go ahead and pick up a mooring ball and insist on having a bow mooring and a stern mooring so that we're pointed into the swell. And don't go if it's super swelly. So we have the name of Edgar, who rents, there are many people that rent mooring balls, but everybody says only use Edgar. So we've been in touch with Edgar. We've told him we're coming. Hopefully this all works out, and hopefully we've interpreted the forecast correctly and the forecast doesn't change so that we can spend 2 or 3 nights here, because there's really good hiking up into the rainforest. You can only get to this town, this fishing village, by boat. So we've been told that it feels like you're going back in time, like what Banderas Bay was like 30 years ago, 50 years ago. We're really excited and we hope this all works out and that we don't have another aborted mission like we did trying to go to Chacala. So, fingers crossed. Ready?
Yeah.
Yes, I can hear you. Let's do our team handshake.
What is that?
We don't have one. But I appreciate your willingness to go for it. I love him so much. I really do. He's the best. Easy forward, center rudder, neutral. I'm a big believer in repeating commands to ensure clear communication. While Tim is bringing up the chain, I'm turning off the anchor alarm and looking to understand what's going on around us, so as soon as the anchor is up, I can drive safely out of the anchorage. Okay, we're just floating. Tim asked me to turn the anchor wash on because the chain that was laying on the bottom is muddy and he wants to wash it off as it comes into the boat. Yelapa, here we come. See you in a few days, La Cruz. We are approaching Yelapa, and maybe Edgar will be coming out here in Apanga to meet us, or maybe we'll be hailing him on Channel 10. We've heard different things, but I've been in contact with Edgar. He knows we're arriving around 12:30, which is in about 30 minutes, so we'll see.
I noticed this is the perfect bar for hanging things up on.
What kind of knot you tie in there, sailor? Meanwhile, Hillary's on lookout. This is definitely the wild side of Banderas Bay. Very different from the resorty Puerto Vallarta area. Hopefully the swell will be tolerable and we can stay here for a couple days.
Here I'm getting the lines ready to tie onto the mooring ball. Turn just a smidge to the right, and then you're probably going to want to put it in reverse. So give it a
Ok, ya voy para allá por él.
¿Listo? Stop. Okay, these pulling us over, so just leave it in neutral and don't do it.
There you go, guys.
Can we have a stern for the night?
I can give it that one later, and this is one leaf. I can give that one and the other one on the small one leaf.
Okay.
So the plan is when that boat, which is called the Limousine of the Sea, when they leave, we are gonna get a second mooring ball off the stern. That is what we think the plan is. A little snippet of real boat life. We're in this awesome tropical anchorage and we're gonna be here for a few days, so we're gonna kind of settle in. I wanted to get the boat cover out so that we could have some shade up on deck, and that involves getting into the holding storage locker under the bed, which is a little bit of a chore, but worth it for a few days. And then as soon as we started taking stuff out, I was standing in a puddle of water down there. So now, instead of sunbathing on the deck, we're chasing a water leak, probably out of the anchor wash.
Where the anchor wash hose is clamped onto the deck fitting, it's just leaking.
Yeah.
But I wonder how much it leaks when we run the hose to get all this water down there.
All right, so to run the anchor wash, I haven't done that this season. It's just all...
squeeze it like a hose. Still water coming back. We gotta get all this stuff out of here. It doesn't appear to be leaking anymore. Spray some water right on the deck fitting. That's not leaking. I don't think it's leaking anymore.
Okay.
I just tightened it up a couple of turns.
Okay. So we're feeling confident that we're going to be able to be here for a few days because of the forecast. So we're pitting up one of our boat cover sections to give a little more shade and room to spread out on the boat. But Edgar hasn't returned to tie us to a stern anchor, and another sailboat is coming in. So where Tim isn't pushy, I get more pushy, and so I just texted him and said, hey, when are you coming back to do our second ball? Just to remind him that we do want that, and asked him how much we owed him. So I hope this works out, because if we don't get a stern anchor, I don't think we can stay here for multiple nights, because it is very rolly, and as long as we're not beamed to the swell, I think it would be just fine. But if we're not able to get a stern ball, this is going to be pretty rough. So I hope this works out. We'll see. This cover. Really being. It's pretty good. Good vibes. So this is why you want to not be here for a really big swell, because if you were on a mooring ball that failed or an anchor that was dragging, there is not a lot of space before you're into those rocks over there. Well, that is why we're very happy to be here in a 1 foot swell that is diminishing. So Tim just called Edgar on the radio and said, man, we're getting rocked out here. When can we get tied to the stern ball? And Edgar said he was eating. He'd be here in 15 or 20 minutes. And then he called back and said,
we needed 20 meters of line.
we've got a lot of line on board. So what are you doing?
Just tying two long things together just to make, I don't know how much we have, but we have plenty.
Here comes Edgar. It's very exciting. Hola, amigo.
You wouldn't believe how long we've been waiting for you.
So you want to...
That's a little bit better.
Yeah, you want us to move to that ball?
That one by the front and that one by the back.
You want us to drive there?
Yeah.
Check the jar.
That's more better.
Yeah, yeah. We like better.
There's a lot of line here.
When I'm tired, you put it. When I'm tired, you just put it. Come on. When I'm tired, you just put it.
Yep.
but then we may stay a third night. ¿Cuánto for
500 each.
for a day?
Yeah.
500 pesos per day. You want now for tonight?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, see you tomorrow.
Go, yeah. Around 10. We'll
Yeah,
call.
10. You call me on the radio.
Yeah.
What?
100 feet is like we need 10 feet.
Yeah.
This is seriously one of the coolest anchorages we've ever been to. We haven't even been on land yet. This is beautiful.
We headed to shore to explore the town, hike to a waterfall, and eat some lunch because, you know, on this channel, food is a big part of it.
This is a pretty special anchorage.
Let's go across the
What's the weather report in Chicago?
It's -9 degrees. Happy I'm here.
Caught behind Venetian blinds, out of reach for the city lights. This ain't where I belong. Hey, look at me, man, what I've become. I've been running east, looking for a sunset, digging deep since '99. What I thought was gone was sitting in my pocket in plain sight all along. I think it's time for me to go, burn all bridges. All I know, I got lost along the way, fell between the foam, pulling stitches. Time to let go, so come what may. Don't look before you leave. What you give.
Cheers. Tough life. What are you looking for? You like tacos?
Hola, 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 Edgar. Es Felicita. ¿Estamos listos cuando estás listo? Yes, we're at the pier.
What do you say?
He'll be here in 4 seconds or something like something silly.
And back.
Are you filming me right now?
Yep.
Why?
I don't know, because you say funny stuff. Say something funny.
Can't think of anything right now.
Boring.
Not feeling very funny right now.
What's your opinion of this spot? Yelapa.
I
Yelapa.
like Yelapa a lot. Yelapa.
What's your review?
I like Yelapa a Yelapa.
Tropical.
Yelapa es guapa.
See.
Look, yeah, look how tropical it is.
That's what she said. You have to have your own words.
Is that what you said? Best place ever.
Hola. What a big boy. What could go wrong? It doesn't make me nervous at all that it's a little child driving the boat right at our boat. That doesn't make me nervous at all. Hasta luego.
Luego. Allá.
Tim has a real hard time.
We got to add to the canvas project to put a little slit in this cover so that we can put it up when the sail's out.
We're never leaving Mexico. He just keeps adding projects. I mean, there's worse places. I don't care where we go. I just care that we go. And that might mean that we go in circles. But we're in a new place today.
We got time on our side. We're in a state of hope. fire. I want you to know that every time you're away, I long for you so much I can find my way. We got everything here.
Another river crossing.
To stay alive.
So nice to touch fresh water.
Makes it all worthwhile. Got this place on. Do you feel like we got something strong? And I saw you walking the line, and the truth may come as a surprise that with you I feel alive. You'll be the last one I think about. We got time on our side. We're in a state of hope. Honey, you are my fire.
Limonada Mineral is maybe one of my top 5 favorite things in Mexico.
Thanks for watching. Join us next time as we continue on down the Pacific coast.